Hi, I'm Patty Winkler, and I've served on the foundation board for 21 years, and I'm still serving. When I first joined the board, it was a real eye-opener to me that they really do a lot. There are so many scholarships, there's no one left behind. You can get an education. I was really impacted by a lady that she had 3 children. She went and applied, and she got it. And she said how she was able to get a job, and she was now on her feet. And so she wanted to give back to the college because they were so kind to her. I think that's what really impacts me, is all the scholarships that the foundation provides, and there isn't anybody that can't apply for them. I think WNCC is a great place, been a part of our lives. I took computer class here, and then my 2 sons went to college here at WNCC, and I also have a granddaughter that attended. And then I started dating Chuck when he was going here. So we've been married 56 years. I've been on the board when the Monument Marathon started, and that's been a real good thing. And I was amazed how many people stepped up and how many people it takes to put something like that on. I've helped every year. We started out cutting fruit, my husband and I, because I make him work too. So we've worked all different phases of it. I am thankful that the community does rally around and help the foundation when they're called upon. Everybody steps up, and the college has a story to tell, and I would like to thank the people that support the foundation. You're helping somebody to get an education who couldn't otherwise go to college, and it'll continue to be around with all your support.
My name is Howard Olson. I've lived in Scottsbluff, Nebraska since 1970. My wife Peggy and I have raised our family here. My involvement with the foundation began in 1981, and I became its president in 1989 and served until 2016. My involvement with the college goes back to being a member of the Booster Club, the Athletic Booster Club. So I always thought if there was an opportunity for me to do something else at the college level, I would jump at that chance. And so years later, Frank Klager came and he said, I'd like to think about appointing you to the foundation board. And I decided, hey, that's a good opportunity to step up my involvement with the college. And back then I thought, and I still think today, and I've said it many times, that other than the hospital, the only other institution in our service area that touches most everyone is this college. Whether it's music or sports or the trades or academic courses or the career path, it touches someone or some parent. And so it's critical to the success of our communities. And so I was happy then, and I am so pleased now that I spent the time and the effort to help maybe make a difference. When you have scholarships, you have students. And when you have students, hopefully those students are successful. And that's what's happened here, because we have provided a faculty that is second to none, and we have provided up-to-date facilities. We have reached out to high schools and developed career path programs. I mean, man, I've gone to graduations where a student has gotten not only a high school degree, but also their associate's degree from the college at the same time. That's just incredible. And then I think finally, the thing that I'm so pleased about is that in hiring a full-time executive director, the college has supported us substantially so that we have been able to develop a staff. And that staff has developed an alumni program. That staff has developed a planned giving program. That staff has worked its tail off on the Fall Frolic, and now the Platte Valley Company's Monument Marathon, which has provided significant dollars for student scholarships. That's a legacy for all of us. But I want to make sure that you also know how this college has touched me personally. I told you earlier that Peggy and I raised 4 children, and each one of them has been impacted by this school. My son began his law enforcement career with criminal justice courses here. I have twin daughters, one's a doctor, one's a lawyer. They both took classes in their particular field during the summer. And I have a special needs daughter who got an associate's degree in accounting from this school. And let me tell you, that was quite a red leather day for our family, because the faculty and staff of this school went way above and beyond to accommodate her needs. And I think that many families can give you examples of how this college has somehow impacted their lives. Sure has impacted mine.
My name is John Harms, and I grew up in Morrow, Nebraska. I taught in Geary, Nebraska for a few years, and then got into the community college business and fell in love with it. I had my first college president when I was 33 at McCook, and then moved back here and spent 33 years here. So my heart is here. Well, when I first came here, they invited me to, after I got my feet on the ground, to their foundation meeting. And there weren't very many board members at that time, and Bob, I think he was the head of it. And I just kept watching what was taking place, trying to learn a little bit about the foundation. Well, Mr. Finke got ill and had passed away. And he worked for Mr. Cosman, Hod Cosman's bank. So I called Hod and said, Hod, I'd like to come down and pick up our records if I can, that Mr. Finke might have had in his office. He said, all right, come on down. Came down, gave them to me in a shoebox. I thought, oh my God, what did I get myself into here? But the foundation grew from that, and I look at it now, look at where we came from in a shoebox to where you are today. And I can tell you, as I look at this college foundation, the foundation has done some wonderful things for the college. This building that we're in, they helped us purchase this building. They've helped us remodel. They helped us buy new equipment that we couldn't buy before. They helped us with students in international travel. But you know, of all these good things that the foundation has done, my heart still goes back to the thing that the most important part of it is they provide scholarships for students. And that's what this is all about. Because when you really look at the foundation, you're helping people who fall through the cracks, that don't qualify for aid for whatever financial reasons. And if it wouldn't be for the foundation, there'd be a lot of people who could not come to school here. The only way out of poverty is through education. And this foundation plays a critical role in that. Quite frankly, if a company wants to come here, there's not a thing this college cannot do by training the workforce and getting them ready for the right people to go to work for them. So I think it's the center point. And if we don't keep this college healthy in the future, this community will suffer tremendously, because this is the key. And the way we see it now today, the job market's in the skilled areas. It's in the technical areas. And there's going to be some great opportunities here. So I think you'll see more and more of the college becoming such an integral part of the community. You shouldn't be able to separate the two. And that's what a community college is about. I think that the thing that really makes my heart tick and gets excited is the fact that you're reaching out and you're helping people. And I go back to the scholarships. That's what this should be all about. I had an experience with a young lady who came to my office once, and she paid for part of her tuition. And she said, I'm not going to be able to pay for the rest of this. I said, well, what happened? And she said, well, my parents had to file bankruptcy. They had a bad experience in their business. They don't have any money. She said, I'm going to have to quit. I said, no, I don't think so. You come back in a week and we'll visit again. Went down to the student financial aid office. Does she qualify for anything? She said, no, she just falls in that gap, John. I said, okay. So she came back and said, we'll help you. And so that summer she worked, saved enough money, but not enough to get herself through. So we picked up the other half. When she graduated, she came into my office and said, I want to thank you. And those are the things I remember, because that made a difference in that young lady's life. I'm sure she'll go on and make a difference in other people's lives, because someone helped her. And that's what the foundation's about. That's the heart of the foundation.